Oops.
Oopsies.
Are we live? I think we're live. Are we live on TikTok?
Let me refresh.
We're live on YouTube.
We are live.
Let's go.
With the Noti. Let's go. Welcome aboard, everybody.
Streaming League. We are back. Week 3. We missed week 2 because
you have a job.
I have a full-time job. So
Boo.
I have 2 full-time jobs.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yes, I do stink. We have an exciting matchup today. We are streaming our league, 2-man scramble league. We have 34 teams, and we are in week 3 playing Liberty National. And
Beautiful Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yes.
If you haven't been there, make sure you pop in and take in all the smells.
Yep. Joey and I played this in the 6 o'clock session. We went 3 over. We got absolutely smoked on the back 9.
A little birdie told me that you shot even par, and Joey shot 3 over.
Yeah. That's all right. Joey's in the booth with us tonight. He's just hanging out.
Joining us tonight, MUP, most useless player of the night.
No, Joey had
Those 2 holes.
Joey did hit 2 monster drives today, and he had a natural par or a natural birdie. Was it a par?
I don't give myself credit.
You get a stroke on that hole, right?
Yeah. So we finished 3 over. Can I hide the taskbar? You get a stroke. Yeah. Nice. Hey, is that Goody in the chat?
Goody in the chat.
Miss Goody.
Can I like a...
Did you have your baby yet, Goody?
He did.
He did?
He did.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Soon, though, right? Was it November? If I'm...
Last time, I think like a week ago, they went to like an appointment. But
Well, once you get towards the end, you go once a week.
How do I hide the taskbar here? Oh, no.
Oh,
It's gone. Taskbar settings?
Don't break it. Don't break it.
I'm not
Don't
going to
break
break it. I'm not going to break it. I am going to...
There's a search bar, though, now. I don't know what that...
Look at that. I win. I won. Got rid of it on the screen.
Beauty. Right, so let's run through real quick what's going down here. So it's a 2-man scramble league every Monday night, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock slots. Different course every week, no handicap, straight up. 8 weeks of regular season play, points by where you fall on the leaderboard for the week. All rolls up to an 8-man and playoff, right? Yes, playoff. And this year's going to be a little different than in the past. We're doing site versus site. Is that... Or you're doing top and bottom?
No,
sorry,
we're doing
Ferry and PGA.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we have 34 teams. We're splitting them up into 2 brackets. So if you finish in the top 17, you will go into the PGA bracket. The bottom 17 will go into the Korn Ferry bracket. You will then play a 9-hole match every week until you lose. If you lose, you're out. If you win, you go on. The 2 winners of the brackets will play each other for the overall champion. Now, the reason we split it up into 2 brackets because we felt it'd be a little bit more fair. If you did finish in the bottom, you don't have to play a good team right out of the gate. So it is a little bit more fair and geared towards the not so good players, but that's what we are here at Golf Kings. We're fair.
Yeah, participation trophies for everyone.
Yes.
Goody said 10-foot gimme circles are for kitty cats.
Correct. Yeah, Dave's right. We used to play on 4-foot gimmies.
4-foot gimmies. Put it out, baby.
But in the 2-hour time window these guys have, they would be here all night trying to get inside that 4-foot.
Yeah,
gimme,
so can we pop up the leaderboard? Do you want to see what's going on
Yeah.
across the league through a couple rounds?
Absolutely. So here we are. We got the live leaderboard going up here now. So Contos, who was just up on the screen, is at -1, but he's only through 3. The leader after 18 in the first session was Schenkel and this kid M Link. They were +1. Again, tough course this week. Liberty National is tight. It's got a lot of water. The bunkers are in perfect position for every shot.
Undulating greens, very hard to hold.
Yep.
The big dogs come out at 8 o'clock, though. That's where we see some of our real sticks start to play in that 8 o'clock group.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the bums come out at 6 o'clock.
And low in the clubhouse, or a high in the clubhouse, is +35. So
wow,
you get some carnage. If you like carnage, go watch that round on Twitch right now.
So we'll ask the chat, anybody watching. We like to show good golf on here, as good as we can find around these parts. But if you like some carnage and you get a little bored with seeing people hit fairways and greens, let us know. We'll throw some stuff up there that'll burn your eyeballs.
So I love this drone feature on TrackMan, and we do use TrackMan simulators here on the league. They added contours for the drone flight, and then they added these balls that make it, read a green easy, back to like Tiger Woods PGA 2005 style. Before it was a color scheme, it was horrible. They just made that update a month ago. Very good update.
Yeah, no, I played on it once or twice now, and it's definitely way easier to read and a little bit more realistic in the way the ball reacts to the turf and everything. It's good job, Bangini.
Yep.
Shout out, Bangini.
Are we live on Instagram, Joey?
I didn't know how to.
You don't know how to go live on Instagram?
Jesus.
Go on your...
I know, but you said put a caption. I don't know how to put a caption.
No, just go live and then just...
How old are you?
We'll tell everyone they go
I'm
over.
live.
Brutal. Kid's brutal.
Can I put the thing in the...
So it's good to see Contos -1. He hits the ball a mile.
Yeah, he's a bomber. He's a 280, 300 guy pretty consistently, right?
Can I share this to Facebook?
Look at that. Is that the Liberty? The Freedom Tower. Sorry, the Freedom Tower back there in the background. Oh, not happy with that one. Not going to be happy about that. Did they just give one back? Yep. Back to even par there, Christopher.
Oh boy.
You got the turnpike running right along the side of this hole. You see it out there?
Yeah.
It's the
mile marker. You think
New
that
Jersey
is?
Turnpike. That's between exits 14B and 14C on the extension. Drove past that every day of my life for like 7 years.
Joey's struggling with Instagram Live right now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm trying
tired.
to copy this to my Facebook.
He worked today. Leave the kid alone. All right, so do we know Vince? I know Contos. I don't think I've ever met Vince.
Vince is a new player. He used to play with Billy a lot, and then Billy couldn't make it happen this year because of scheduling issues.
Wow. Aggressive line over the water. Not going to cut.
But if you are watching on Instagram right now, head over to YouTube. We're not going to be on Instagram that long. We probably got about 5 more minutes on Instagram. So
Hop
head over
over.
YouTube at Golf Kings NJ. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok, whichever platform you prefer. So
Check us out.
we'll be live streaming League all night. We'll be talking some golf. We'll talk some sports. Very disappointing sports weekend for me as a Mets and Jets fan. I got over it pretty quickly, but I never thought so I'm 36 years old. I never seen a championship from any of my teams. And unfortunately, the first one that came to me was the New York Liberty. So, yeah, very depressing.
Hell of a game, though.
I'm not really a Liberty fan.
I watched it last
There's
night.
no way that game was going to be watched in my house when the Mets and Jets are on.
They were losing for a while.
I can't really say what I want to say. But I'm pretty shocked that my first title came for WNBA.
So did you see a lot of... Yeah, Sabrina Ionescu's nasty. She couldn't make a shot last night. She was like 1 for 19.
Did you see the video of her husband going up to her after you?
Well, he looks like an absolute lunatic. Wow, look at this one. Contos just hit it on the 18th fairway.
320.
320, dead left onto
Just
another hole.
Nuked it.
Luckily, there's no internal OB here. So he'll have a nice little 80-yard, 100-yard pitch shot from the other fairway. Amazing. So that dude's like some Greek. I think he's a Giannis or something.
Who?
Ionescu's husband or boyfriend or whatever.
So these are players on the Liberty? Her husband?
Sabrina Ionescu's the point guard, yeah. Where'd she play? Oregon?
I think Oregon.
Right?
Yeah. Because she always had the Kobe's in that.
Yeah, Nike.
She was a Kobe, like
From his...
mentee.
Yeah.
For her.
She didn't get on the helicopter, though. She skipped that one.
How's TikTok?
All right, come on. It's been years now. Get over it.
Can I pin the comment?
So we'll finish out this hole.
So the big talk was the commissioner of the WNBA came out for the trophy presentation with a shirt of the New York skyline. And there was a big controversy about the foul at the end of the game. Breanna Stewart went to shoot. They were down 2.
Okay.
Kind of a ghost foul. She got 2 shots to tie it up to force overtime. And then, of course, when the commissioner comes out with the New York skyline shirt that she's been wearing all night, they were like, "Oh no, of course,
It's
of
rigged.
course, yeah,
It's rigged.
yeah, it's in the script.
It's always rigged.
It's always rigged when it doesn't go your way.
and it's never in your favor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big deal this morning that I read.
No, appreciate you guys. If you're on Instagram right now, head over YouTube or TikTok at Golf Kings NJ. We are streaming on both platforms right now.
So Contos is stumped right now. He's
So-
staring at the screen for 10 minutes.
This is a tough lie. So unfortunately, you can't really see it because his camera is blocking the power percentage and the actual degree of the lie. I imagine if he's looking at it for that long, it's not good. So he did hit it 320. He hit it 320 there.
320, they were 108 out. They had to go over some trees, and I think they clipped the top of the tree, and it dropped straight down.
Oh jeez.
So they didn't get over the water.
So we don't know how this is going to come out of this scrub.
No
we'll call it.
idea.
Scrub.
He might hit it directly into that brick wall in front of him. Let's go. You want
That
carnage?
was a bad.
Oh my God, he's up.
Get up.
Get up.
Nice shot there.
All right, let's see what Contos does here. 17 yards to clear the water.
Yeah. Now that he knows it's going
And
to
look
pop
at that
out.
pin right up against it, too.
He just went right after.
Plunk.
Oh, thank God for your partner there. Stinkeroonie. Oh. All right, so these got
They're giving at least one back here.
So they got to chip in for par. Inside the circle is a bogey. Anything outside of 10 feet is a double bogey on a hole in a scramble. Not good. We had one of those tonight in our 6 o'clock session. Not a good shot.
You like that? My shot on that one.
Yeah.
All right, what's this looking like? Rolling away from him to start, bending right at the end. Good line.
Ooh.
Great line.
Oh, this might go in. This might go in.
Great shot.
Oh my God. 6 inches.
Partner is electric. You like that?
Joey, that was 6 inches, right? 0.6 feet.
Never seen 6 inches a day in my life. Show me 3, I'll give you.
You know, there's a microphone over there. You could just throw some headphones on and join the stream.
Good.
Or you could just be that weird voice in the background for everybody.
Does Contos put it in?
Put it in.
Does he put it in?
Put it in.
Oh my gosh, he goes right by the hole. All right. So they're giving it back there. They're going to go to even.
That's a hell of a recovery.
Yeah.
Saving bogey from where?
Is it though? From
Not when you're
320?
108 yards out. Correct. You're right, Mike.
All right, let's go. Let's check out Tony Short right now, who has been dominating the league.
What are we looking at? We got 3 people following us? 8. Let's go.
Let's go.
Doubled our numbers from last week.
All right, Joey. Thank you. If you're on Instagram Live, head over to TikTok or YouTube at Golf Kings NJ. Love y'all.
Golf Kings. Sound and video is perfect. Thank you, Nicholas.
8 people
Yeah.
in that
Yeah, we're making moves, Joey.
tiny little period.
Oh no. That was a warm-up shot though, right? I don't think that was. Yeah, he's in warm-up mode. Okay.
Who is that, Hornstra?
Catch you.
No, that's Tony.
Catch you.
Thanks, Joey. Have a good night.
Joe. Bring your A game next week, kids.
It's Joey G, Golf Kings manager.
That is not
That's not Tony.
that is not at all.
Okay. Let's go to.
I thought they were in Bay 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was La Monica's.
La Monica.
Here's Tony
Tony
Short.
playing? Oh,
Tony
they're on
is
the 4th
playing.
hole already.
Uh-oh.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Let's see.
Even
They're
par.
Even. We're gonna stick with these guys for a while because they're bombers. So some good golf being shown.
They're Canadians. Loonies and Toonies.
Canadians.
Yeah, these are good guys. Good guys. I don't know if par 3s are Tony's forte. He's more of a
He's more of like a 480 par 4 guy.
long hitter.
Yeah.
Long hitter.
So,
But this is where Tim Hornstra pulls some shit, you know? Like you just don't expect it and he just plops one to, a couple inches. Usually on the later rounds.
Hey, yo.
Later holes.
can I chat in YouTube?
Chat it up. Who's in there? Who's talking?
This is a new feature.
Chat back? Multi-stream chat.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Look at that.
Look, instantaneous.
I gotta fix that.
Yeah, I can't. Can we change the color of the names?
If you want to buy me like 3 minutes of airtime.
You want me to tap dance? All right, I'll call this one. Tony and Tim cannot decide which shot to play. They're still looking. So they got the short side running away from them, but closer. Looks like that's what they're going with. They were looking at one with a little more green to work with, but a little further away. So they're going to take the closer. Looks like it's right up against the collar of the rough. Might affect the shot a little bit, but everything rolls away. You almost got to bump it into the hill to kill it. Let's see what they do. Aiming way out right, expecting it to come back down off that hill.
Oh, boy.
Here comes Tim Hornstra in his high-vis T-shirt.
This is terrible.
Take your time, bud. You're good. Tim Hornstra. Second shot.
Put it back.
Not bad. Yanked it a little bit, a little long. Oh, gone. All right, it all comes down to his partner here. They don't want to give one back. Even par is going to be a good score. I mean, if you can get into negative numbers, you're going to be sitting pretty this week. It's a tough course. Liberty National in Jersey City, New Jersey, formerly host of the Barclays, hosted a President's Cup a couple years ago, and about a stone's throw from my office.
Awesome.
I've walked it. I haven't played it. I played golf with the chef just a couple weeks ago.
Who's the chef? Scotty Scheffler?
No, the chef of the restaurant inside of Liberty National Golf Course.
Nice.
I think his name is Stephen Yen. Good dude. We played up at Hamilton Farms. All right, so they still got some work to do here. Got to chip it in to save par. Makeable. Are they going to putt is the question here. It looks like Tim has the putter out. Is that the play? Tim's putting. Right?
I don't know, man.
Is that a wet? That's a putter, right?
That's definitely a putter.
He's taking a wedge swing, practice swing though.
Tim is like 6'6". He's a tall guy.
Not a bad roll.
Oh,
read it completely wrong.
Yeah, you got to move that. It falls left right off the
great speed though.
The contact.
All right, so they're in for Bogue. Don't come up short, Tony. See what I did there?
Yeah, that was good. I get it.
I'm a wordsmith.
Yeah.
Somewhat of a Nas.
Oh, so they got to make this to par.
Make to par. They're in with the bogey right now.
It's not a good start there. Thought these guys would come out firing.
It's a tough track, man.
The front nine, I would say, is a little bit easier than the back nine.
It gets a little long on the back, right?
Back and it gets
long
narrow.
par fours, yeah. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, that's in.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, what a save for par. Wow. What a par save.
Well done, Tony Short. Didn't come up short. Played it perfectly. Got the read off his partner. That's how you play a scramble.
Dude, yes. You got it. To play in this really well, you have to have a good leadoff hitter.
Yes.
To give you the reads.
Right.
Give you the feel.
Not Feeney.
And then you need a good communicator from that person, too. Like, you need to explain everything, your thought process, everything that you did.
Yeah.
And then you, as the second person, you got to take all of that data in,
yes.
put it into your mental algorithm, and push out the greatest shot possible.
Yeah. No,
and then execute.
Yeah, you almost need somebody that plays similarly to you. Because if you're on different planets, it just doesn't compute.
Not easy. Also, tonight is brought to you by...
Am I bugging, or do I need to refresh? Are we stuck on this leaderboard?
You might need a refresh.
Yeah, my phone looks good.
This is brought to you by Jenny's Toys. We are sponsoring an outing for the first annual Indoor Golf Simulator outing, Black Friday, November 29th. It looks to be a 3-man scramble, 2 teams per bay, 12-foot gimme settings.
12-foot?
See Michael LaMonica for all info.
Here.
At Golf Kings Brick, November 29th. So
cool. Send me that.
I will, yeah.
I'm sure I'll have nothing to do that day.
Black Friday, man. You remember the Black Friday days? Like, were you ever a Black Friday shopper?
Me, no. My mom was, and I heard the stories, but no, I'm a chill, and I think they put some football games on now.
So I got really wild into it when I was like 22, 23. I remember like eating Thanksgiving dinner and then going to Walmart at like 6 p.m. when they first did it on like Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving Eve, yeah.
And then
Thanksgiving Day.
it got crazy, and they finally stopped that because they just realized it was wrong.
You never
with people work.
You never like tented outside a place waiting for it to open.
No, never did that for like a PS3.
Best
or
Buy is like
anything
the
like
spot
that.
for that.
Yeah,
Like, it was a big thing.
Freezing your ass off.
My mom did it for a Wii for me, back in like the late '90s, whenever that came out.
These guys are in trouble here with this tree in their way.
On the upslope, should be able to get it up in the air. What are they going? 140. I think they can make this happen.
I don't know, man.
Can we count the 7 people that are in the chat right now? Can you tell your friends, Nicholas?
Yeah, share the chat if you're in the...
Nick did, right? Nick shared the chat.
Spam those likes, share the stream, the links, and we appreciate you guys.
Did we go double box to get a little more action going? These guys are playing a little slow.
You want double box?
Can we double box it?
Let's see if they get through this tree.
Yeah, it's not going to look good on TikTok, is it?
Nah, TikTok's going to look like shit.
He's up and yoinked it and short. All right, so they laid up. I got a safe one.
It's still Tony to go, right?
Tony is the anchor for sure. So we played in a little Oktoberfest thing this weekend. It was a 4-man team, 18 holes, 3 different formats, 6 holes apiece. Six holes of scramble, 6 holes of shamble, and then 6 holes of best ball of the group.
Yep.
And so we shot 56, and the scramble was the worst segment.
That happened to me 2 weeks ago in my
Is that crazy?
We could not get this. It was the worst one out of our 3 9s.
Uh-oh.
So we played. Oh gosh. Oh. I guess he had to try to go for it, right?
Sure.
If Tony's out, if Tim's out there safely.
I mean, that had to be the lie, right? Probably some of that, like,
Yeah.
above your feet, ball above your feet, so it comes out left.
Yep. So we played in a 2-man member guest, and it was 3 9-hole formats. It was a Pinehurst format, better ball, and then scramble.
Yeah.
And we shot a 41 in our scramble, and that was the worst of the
I
9.
play terribly in a 4-man scramble. The shot just doesn't seem to matter to me.
Yeah.
I don't like really lock in. We shot in the 6 holes. We shot 9 under or 8 under in the 6 hole of better ball because it's your ball and you're locked in and you're trying to do what you got to do for your team. And then we shot whatever under, and we did well on the shamble, but I think we shot 3 under on the scramble.
Oof.
And you got 4 looks at a putt. That's the disappointing part, is when you get 4 people taking a putt.
Yeah.
Like, how do you miss it 4 times?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I thought he pulled that a little bit, but the slope of the green reeled it back
Yeah,
in,
they
so it
aimed
wasn't
out
that
there.
bad.
They aimed it out there just a little short, but they got to get in the circle to save par. I think that's a bogey right there. They're on in 3 with the 2 putt. So Tony's got to hit the circle to save a stroke here. Tony is clutch, though. He knows his way around the hole. Oh, it just stopped.
Ooh.
2 feet short.
So they're even. Let me take a look.
Oh, they
at
do
the
one
best
over
there.
now. That's a bogey.
That sucks.
That is a bogey. What's Contos doing? Who else do we have? LaMonica?
Yeah, so let's see where they're at. These guys have been crushing it lately, too.
Struggled a little last week, didn't they?
Yeah.
Came out hot
Shot
for
minus
week
1.
one.
Yeah, it went -8, and then, they're +1.
+1. Going with what?
We'll check them out this hole. We'll scope them out.
All right, what do we got here? 365-yard par 4, shortish par 4, but gets real narrow up there towards the landing area.
And the front nine's a lot easier than the back 9. You can miss a little bit here and not be in much trouble. You're going to be in that tall fescue, but it's not going to kill you.
I got to turn off my. I think I have like a 3-minute setting for my computer to lock up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right. So far, user 1410006 has been watching longer than me. That's impressive.
Nice. Oh, that's a pole.
Uh-oh.
4.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Little hooky.
The beauty of TrackMan, though, is you'll find that ball.
They find every ball on this.
In real life, you ain't no chance. Forget about it. Take your drop and move on.
Do we want to talk about how scammy the Ryder Cup is turning out to be from the PGA? What's your thoughts on this? This whole price gouge, this whole charging to volunteer?
So that's a really disappointing part of things. The $750 I think is crazy.
You think people will actually pay to volunteer?
I think it's going to, yes.
Really?
So I think for years volunteering was just the cheap way to get into the place.
Yeah.
Listen, the bottom line is it's a money grab. I mean, there's just no way around it. That's not going to work either. Look at that. Oh, choices. Well, at least it's the same yardage. They got you though, because I'm a diehard, right? And this happens every couple of years, and it's all around the country. When is it going to be within driving distance from me again?
Yeah.
So I'm biting the bullet.
So they know.
They know. Like, I'm not traveling to Whistling Straits. I'm not traveling to Valhalla.
Do you think by charging $750 to get into one day, do you think that like people are paying for that right now, or will pay for that? Now people might still pay $375 to volunteer because it's more than half to
inside the ropes.
Yeah, to get inside.
Right, you're inside the ropes.
Yeah, so that's going
to fill up immediately.
Yeah,
1,000%. It's going to fill up immediately.
That's wild. Where do you think that money goes?
They'll
the charity.
They'll tell you it's charities, and it's the development programs, and the junior PGA, and the drive, chip, and putt, and all the youth programs, and the big movement now is the golfers with disabilities. The handicapped, and you see a lot of those guys out there, the wounded warriors and amputees and people in wheelchairs. So, I mean, that's what they'll tell you is where it goes.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, it is a not-for-profit. So until that new arm of the PGA, which is going to be the for-profit, when they finally get this merger done with the PIF and LIV, that's going to be a different animal altogether. But
yep.
Hell of a shot from there.
Got a comment from Brian Kaz. Going to be at the U.S. Open at Los Angeles Country Club 2.0. Bunch of rich jabronis, not real local folks.
Well, so that's the other argument, Ryan, is as much as I'm 100% falling on this is a money grab, the blowback from that is the Ryder Cup is a competition against Europe, and home field advantage is a major thing in those tournaments. The players will tell you that. The vibe around the place is real. It affects players. And if it doesn't have the vibe, Europe has an advantage. Like, you want them to feel intimidated. The President's Cup, they said that it was in Canada. It was a little more docile of a crowd. You get to some of these more crazy spots. You want to play that up. You want these guys to be intimidated. You want somebody in their ear the whole game telling them that they suck and that they're going to miss and booing them when they do something good. And you want to hear the roars from across the course.
Yeah. To rattle you on a different hole.
Totally start to think, what happened over there? What do I got to do? Do you press a little bit? Do you try a little harder? So I wonder, listen, I'm a fucking degenerate, so I'm going to be loud. But is that keeping some of those guys away? But do they not also want it to turn into the waste management?
I think it's going to be a little bit of what Yankee Stadium turned into, where you lost a lot of the bleacher creatures because you made tickets so unaffordable to the local diehard, hard-working middle class.
Agreed. It's a lot of money, and especially if you're traveling, you're getting a hotel room, you're eating, you can have a couple beers. I mean, it's $1,000.
Yeah. Need savages on the edge of every green, not retirees. I agree, man. I just think if you make it too affordable, you're going to get more than just savages. You're going to get fights. You're going to get, it's going to be more of a
But there's a middle ground. There's
something
between $750 and $25 tickets.
Yes.
$300. Is that doable? You got to remember, it's a 3-day event. Yeah. Some people are going to want to go to all 3 days,
and you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to shell out $3,000 to go to all 3 days.
It's nuts.
Like $2,100.
And the hotels are going to gouge. So Airbnbs are all going to be crazy. It's going to kill some of the mood. I do.
Yeah, I do want the savagery. I mean, I love when the guys are just taking warm up swings, and you got the whole crowd
whoa.
But I also don't want it to be so crazy to where... Now, I do want the savagery, I do, but I don't want it too much to where people are fighting and it takes away from, Like, because you don't want guys rushing the green. Like, that happened at one time, and it stopped all of play.
Yes.
And it got really, like, of course, you tuned in and watched, but, like, if that happened a lot more than that one time, you're going to be so annoyed at golf, and you're probably going to be turned off by it.
No, there's definitely a middle ground, though. There's definitely a middle ground in there somewhere. You know, if it's that 300, you're going to go for $1,000 for the 3 days. You're going to make a trip out of it.
Yeah.
You know, you share an Airbnb with some buddies, and I mean, that was my plan. As soon as I found out that it was going to be at Bethpage, my plan was round up the troops. If I can get 10 or 15 guys, we'll go get ourselves a nice big Airbnb and make a thing out of it. But I'm not. Half of my troop is out.
Yeah, and now just watching it, I can appreciate the savagery. But imagine you're there and you're trying to watch golf, and you have all that craziness going on around you. Doesn't that take away from having to go there and having to deal with schmucks?
Of course,
time?
I don't want that. As much as I want to go. I was looking at it today, actually, on the Golf Channel. They were talking to the chairman of the Waste Management. They're like 104 days out from the Waste Management. And they had this beautiful, overhead drone shot of that 16th with the bleachers, the stadium hole, and it looks amazing. And then I say to myself, that's the last place on earth I'd want to be.
Yeah.
As much as I want to see that hole and I want to
Throwing
experience that
beers onto
vibe,
the green and
I don't
shit.
want to get covered in beer.
Yep.
Look at, they even got Jersey City University.
Yeah, on the football field. You see that?
Amazing. That is amazing.
But like, if you're there to have a good time and someone just mistakenly throws a beer on you, like your whole day is just
Game
like
over.
ruined.
Game over. I'm fighting somebody, and I don't want to be there.
No, and
anybody.
we're 40 years old. Like we're not doing that shit anymore.
No.
25-year-old me would do it all day.
1,000%. and I think that's who they're trying to kind of push out. But what they don't realize, there's lots of 25-year-olds with disposable, finance bros and those dudes too. They'll be there. They're still going to be there.
Just Conto's hitting nukes right now.
That is
296 in
insane.
the air.
And it went nowhere.
Yeah.
That would have rolled
roll.
out to 300 plus.
Now they're stuck behind this tree again.
They love it.
They're
contemplating.
Yeah,
They got to take the 90 though.
I don't know, man.
200 and
That tree's directly in their way.
You got
That's
to
a
throw it
tough-
out to the right. Try to put it in the middle of the green and save par. It's only 90, so I mean you're going up.
Like,
You're going uptown high. Yeah,
I
that's the
definitely
move.
like watching it on TV. I want full carnage.
Yeah.
Being there, I don't want a part of that. Any of that. Like I probably wouldn't go. Just
But
because
even
of
the
that.
carnage, like Waste Management, somebody makes a hole in one and they start chucking the beers. They got
Yeah.
to clear the course. They got to it's a little much. Like, get rowdy, have fun. Don't throw shit on the course.
Yeah, just
Like,
still be respectful.
You wouldn't do that at a football game, right? Like,
No.
yeah, plenty of room. Just didn't get it there.
You got it. Plus, you don't know what it's going to spit out of that shit.
What did Ryan say there? You can't go full Waste Management. Yeah, you can't. Waste Management's even teetering on the borderline of getting out of control. Because people are going there just to throw beers. Like, that's just the reason they're going.
Yep.
And that's not how that's not what we're here for. Go and watch some good golf, and if something crazy happens, enjoy it.
Now, I do think charging $750 probably takes away a little bit of the home field advantage.
Oh no, mishit.
No, I think he knew. He knew he was going to hit in that tree, so he moved it right.
Look at him. Look at
So
him.
yeah,
Push it up the hill.
No matter how much you wave your arms, that thing ain't going there.
All right, he's in the two putt circle. They're all right. Safe par.
But then again, like, when's the next
Two
time the
over.
Ryder Cup will be within driving distance?
That's
from
the
us?
problem. Like, and I could say to myself, all right, I'll skip this one, and hopefully they come down. But they're not. They're not. Prices don't go backwards. So the next one's going to be the same price, and it's going to be further away. And like, I just, it's done, man. It's this or never.
Yeah.
I don't
Are
know.
you going to go? You're definitely going to go?
It's not definite. I need some people, and I think that priced a lot of my friends out.
Yeah.
I have
So
a
it's
cousin
a-
that lives out there, so I could always just go stay at his house.
Is it it's a 3-day event, right? Or is it a 4-day event?
3 days of golf, but they sell Tuesday and Wednesday practice round tickets. Those are going to be like $250.
Do you think going to would it be better to go on the first day and let them figure it all out, or would it be better to go on the last day where, oh Lord, where is this going?
So for me as a golf fan, I'd much rather go one or both of the first 2 days, because I much rather watch the 4-ball and foursomes.
Okay.
Because I like that 2-man kind of team aspect of it.
Yep.
The last day is singles. So as exciting as it is, and it comes down to it, I think the last like 4, the singles were kind of irrelevant. There was enough of a lead that it was going to take a miracle. So I would prefer to watch those 4-ball and foursomes.
Yeah.
That's just me personally. But yeah, you want to watch the trophy ceremony. You want to see the champagne. You want to see them smoking cigars and celebrating.
Yep.
But you'd think maybe they'd tier it up, right? Like Friday and Saturday are 400, and then Sunday is 600.
Yeah.
I mean, that's usually how it is on a regular tournament.
Yeah.
You go Thursday through Saturday, it's usually about half the price, and then Sunday, they bang you.
Yeah. So with modern day inflation, and so $750, you would say, is right in the ballpark of just normal. I would guess for an event like that, that's never going to happen here again. Or is it too much? Like, where do you draw the line at, like, being too greedy with that, especially when the players aren't making anything for it?
They're beyond the line of greedy at $750.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Okay.
Yeah, they're beyond the line of greedy. They've. What do you dial that one back? What do you hit? Wedge?
I guess
230. Didn't want to flirt with that lake out there at 400 yards. So let's see. So coming up, and that's the other thing. So it's every 2 years, but the 2 years in between are in Europe, right? So next one is going to be in Ireland at Adair, which I think we have on TrackMan. Adair Manor.
yes, we do.
Right.
We do.
Then it's at Hazeltine, which is in Minnesota. The next European site is unknown, to be announced, and then in 2033. Now we're I'm going to be 60 years old. Like, what are we doing here?
They're going to have the Ryder Cup in Minnesota.
At Hazeltine. Hazeltine's a very famous course.
Yeah, but this time of year.
No, it's going to be in the summer.
Oh, it's in the summer. I'm sorry.
They're selling the tickets.
I'm thinking
now.
it's
No,
like
it's
in
next
the fall.
summer. It's
I was
next
going to
summer.
say you wouldn't catch me in Minnesota in October,
no.
but I forgot it's in the middle of the summer.
Well, it might be at the end of the summer, but it'll still be just fine. You got to remember, when they played it at Whistling Straits a couple years, those dudes were out there in beanie caps and sweaters.
That's true.
And they're going to play it in Ireland.
Yep.
It's, you never know what you're going to get there. But in 2023, it's going to be at the Olympic Club in San Francisco. So, I mean, I'm not looking, we don't know what it's going to be in 2037, but in 2037, I'm going to be 50 years old.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe it'll be back on the East, but it very well could be at Bandon Dunes in Oregon.
I'm going to be 50 years old in 2037. I'm 30. Yeah, I'll be 49.
Yeah.
I was born in 88.
Hold on.
That's scary. I don't want to think that.
2037 is, it's 13 years away. I did bad math.
Yeah. You
God
will
damn,
be.
I'll be 55.
Yeah, I'll be 49.
Forget about it. I got to go. So I'm going, I'm going to Bethpage. What am I going to do?
We're looking at like the end of our lives.
I'm going to Bethpage, or I'm going to County Limerick in Ireland.
I wouldn't mind going to Minnesota.
I wonder what they'll be when it's in Europe. I wonder if they're going to, because that's held, that's kind of run by the DP guys. So do they follow suit, or do they kind of go against the grain?
I don't know. So Ryder Cup right now. So who the captain is? Keegan Bradley.
Keegan Bradley.
Scheffler's obviously in.
Doesn't matter. We don't know. So it's going to be.
It's all based on where we're at in the
top 6 are automatic.
Okay.
And then
when you say top 6, that's FedEx. Or is that
official world
golf rankings? Okay.
Yes.
WGR.
And then 6 captain picks.
Okay.
Which historically have gone to 7 through 12. Like the next 6 guys up.
Unless you're Zach Johnson.
Brooks Koepka. And who did he pick?
Justin
JT
Thomas.
was outside of it.
But you're a Justin Thomas fan.
Listen,
right?
I don't mind JT. I don't think he should have been on that team.
Yeah.
I don't think he was in form. But I also disagree with the 6 automatics, because 2 of those automatics last time were Brian Harmon and the kid that won at LACC. Oh, man. I can't think of his name, but he won the U.S. Open. But you win a major, you're pretty much locked in as a top 10.
Okay.
But you played that major in April.
So who is in the top 6 world golf? If we were to play it tomorrow, who would that be? The top 6
official world golf rankings.
Xander Schauffele, obviously.
Scotty, I think would still be number 1.
Probably.
Here you go. Scotty, Xander, Rory's Europe, so he doesn't count towards the top 6. Colin,
Ludwig.
Wyndham Clark was the guy that won at LACC. So we'd have Scotty,
Bryson.
Xander, Colin, Wyndham, Bryson,
It's pretty cool. Bryson's still up there when he's playing for
because he
Liv.
won the Open. But
Yep.
10 more tournaments and he's going to fall out.
Yeah, but how do you not pick Bryson to be on the team?
And then Patrick Cantlay would be the 6th automatic. Keegan has a chance to actually play in as an automatic pick.
Which has happened before with Tiger, right?
No, he was never a captain.
Tiger was. I thought he was a captain.
No, not at the Ryder Cup. He was a President's Cup captain.
Okay, gotcha.
At Liberty National, I believe, when they won. I think he already came out and said he would relinquish his spot. But there have been playing captains before. I think Seve was a playing captain. I think Jack or Arnold one time was a playing captain.
Okay.
So it has definitely happened before.
Ryan says need Bryson on the team next year, regardless of. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Also, can we talk about Bryson? How he just became a YouTube star, like on top of already being a star. How do we feel? How do we feel about that?
The guy's embracing. He's always been ahead of the curve, right? He's always been kind of doing
With
the
the
things
clubs
that,
and-
that the same length clubs and
Now
the 3D
3D
printed,
printed.
like all these things he's done. So he's always kind of been forward thinking, and I applaud that.
Yep.
He's a risk taker, and he'll go out. But you know what? Like for guys that are trying to break in on YouTube, he's got a 40-mile head start. You know, we're running a 100-yard race, and he's starting at the finish line.
Yeah, he's already lapped us 17 times.
Yeah, he's got the audience. You know what I mean? Any one of these guys goes and does something like this. The problem is, and part of the reason I think he went to Live, and one of the big arguments was with Live, was you cannot use your likeness outside of the PGA. Those guys, you notice, none of them have any real
can't.
online presence.
You can't.
Video
They're
or
locked, right?
image-wise. So they're locked in, so they can't do
Yeah,
that.
they own the rights to your
Everything.
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 It's like Vince McMahon
Yeah.
for WWE.
Yeah.
He owns your name. He owns everything
You're
you do.
done.
Anything you make, you get 50%. He gets 50% of.
Right. Right. So, I mean, I think that was part of his motivation. He's probably making more money off of YouTube than he's making at Live or
Oh, without a doubt.
on the tour
Yeah.
that he ever made, because he's killing it. And I think did he put it out yet? You know, his last breaking 60 is going to be with Phil.
Phil Mickelson, really?
Yep. That's going to be his
Phil,
last
man.
one.
I hate
I know he
Phil.
did Trump. I know he did I think he did Paige Spiranak.
Trump, right? You just said
He
Trump.
did Trump. Yep.
Wyndham Clark is a fraud. Should have never been on that team. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, he caught lightning in a bottle. He won at LACC. I think, was it Ricky that was right there with him? It was Ricky or Cantlay. Somebody was right there
Probably
with him. at the
Cantlay. I
end.
don't think Ricky would have been up there.
Ricky had that stretch because he won the one tournament like a week or two after.
Is that
but-
something you can look up or no?
Yeah,
Googs.
give it a goog.
So they're +3 right now in the 12th hole. I'm gonna see where we're at on the leaderboard right now. Kaz, where did you finish up today, big boy? Let's see. Round 3. We got Dominic Sestito at -3 through 7. Brett, Mike Vitello are -2. Oh, the commish is at -2 right now. Should we feature the commish a little bit? They don't like being on stream. Let's go. What about Joey? Oh, Joey G and Sal.
So Ricky was there going into the last day. It was Rory that choked in the U.S. Open against
So
Wyndham.
Ricky was there.
Ricky was there all 3 days.
Really?
Yeah, Ricky was tied for first in the third round. He was paired with Wyndham Clark. That's right. And Rory was in the group behind him.
Oh, look at
And
this.
Wyndham made that.
As soon as I go to these guys, OB. The stream curse lives.
An idiot sandwich.
Yeah.
+7. You guys finished +7. Yeah, that back 9 ate us up, man. We finished +3.
But yeah, so that's my knock on the 6 auto qualifiers is that you want the guys that it's like going into the playoffs. You want the guys that are hot leading into it, and the guys that won tournaments early in the year, typically like Tony Finau. Tony Finau usually starts off a season well and then fades towards the end. He gets on the team.
Okay.
Brian Harmon wins the British Open. He gets on the team. He didn't do dick
Yeah.
for the last 8 weeks heading into that thing, but you can't take. He's on.
Yeah.
And they're not going to give up their spot. I mean, it's an honor and a once in a lifetime thing. And he hasn't done anything since, I don't think. At least Wyndham's had a little couple flashes here and there, but I think he's a bit of a head case.
What about Happy Gilmore's caddy? What's his name?
Will Zalatoris.
Yes.
Back issues.
Yeah, he just can't.
Just can't get it straight, man. Yeah. I mean, he's got a beautiful swing, and he's got the putting yips.
Whatever happened to Spieth, man?
Wrist injury. He had surgery in the offseason.
It's a head case too, right?
I think he just got too big too quick. I mean, if you go back, I think it was 2019 or whatever his run was, it was unprecedented. I think he won 5 majors in 2 years or something. But I think those guys like Ricky,
good shot, safe par there.
Jordan, Justin, I think they'll all have their renaissance. Like they came out hot young. Most of these guys are still in their 20s, mid to late 20s.
That was a birdie, actually, by the way.
Sally's Dags?
Yeah, he got it inside for birdie.
Look at Joey.
They're going to go to -2 unless Joey can sink it here for -3.
Looks like Joey went to Jersey City to buy his T-shirt. You can only get them in Jersey City or Newark.
Yeah, it's
extra long. Had a boy.
Yeah, he's feeling good tonight. Boys are going to go -2. So, but yeah, are you excited? The golf has started back up, right? It's gonna.
So you get this fall series. You get the guys fighting to get into that top 125 to get those guaranteed spots, keep their cards. So that's what's going on right now. And I enjoy that. Like that's a golf nerd spot.
These guys are playing for their careers.
JT Poston won this weekend. He's pretty much cemented himself to keep the card and stay in that. But you're also fighting to get into the signature series where it's guaranteed big points, guaranteed big money, fixed fields.
So
small
JT
fields,
has
no
to
cuts.
participate in this to try to get in exempt a little bit, or
No, I think he's well. I think he had a decent enough year that he's pretty safe. It was 2 years ago that he really struggled.
okay.
Because that's what would have qualified him for the
Look
the Ryder Cup.
Look at this shot.
Curling it in there. Get a little
Dude.
kick. Sit.
Wow, great shot there from South Stag to get the birdie.
177. That's a great shot.
Dude, he's carrying these boys right now.
Only one's under par, I think, right?
There are a couple other teams under par, but they're in the 7th hole, so they may be trending more than them. But
Yeah.
right now, these guys are hot. We're going to keep it locked here for a minute. I don't think Joey G can do much better here, man. That's 8 feet from 170,
Yeah, that's insane.
177.
That's insane.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Look at that. It's peeling.
Little kick right? Nah,
Nah,
sand.
just peeling. Great number. Great shot.
So how are we feeling about this VG3? These graphics, man.
It's amazing.
They look
it
great.
really is. I caught the last couple holes that you guys played, but the background, you guys will see it when it comes up. You get to that 18th hole, and it's right on the water there. You got sailboats and tugboats and
Yeah.
the Staten Island Ferry running across right underneath the Statue of Liberty there.
The golf league coming up might be fun. So I saw they announced the teams for this.
Yes.
So what's your thoughts? Now, this was something I wanted to do years ago. Obviously, I don't have Tiger Woods money to do it, but I'm glad this is happening, bringing more eyes into the sport of indoor golf simulation. Now, I love their setup. Now, I know their roof caved in about a year ago, and they had to push it back a little bit.
Hurricane got him.
Yep. But now I think that's all up and running. They did announce the start date, too, which is
January, I believe.
It's coming up a couple months.
Here we go. Here's the schedule. Let's take a look. January 7th, it'll kick off with the New York Golf Club taking on the Bay Golf Club.
Which I think is a Tuesday. Is it Wednesday? Tuesday or Wednesday?
January 7th.
I want to say it's a Wednesday.
I have a calendar
No.
as well.
I believe it's a Sunday. Saturday?
I have a calendar.
I have no idea.
October, November, December. January 7th is a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So they're locking up that Tuesday primetime spot.
Which is
hot commodity.
nobody, right?
Hot commodity.
It's going to lock up my ER night.
They'll be going against ESPN's NHL night. No, that's Wednesday nights. Right? NHL Wednesday night. So
Tuesday night might be a basketball night, but unless the Knicks are playing, I'm not going to.
So this is going to be on ESPN. And let's see the teams here.
So they're hitting into a giant screen just like we all do in Sim, but then when they get to around the green, they got a whole setup there to where you can play your chip and putt.
So I want to pull that up. So just to clue everybody in, New York Golf Club is Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, can you run through the teams and players?
Sure, we got Xander Schauffele is captaining the New York Golf Club with Matt Fitzpatrick, who just got married in Bayhead, by the way, this past weekend.
Yeah, he's a member at Manasquan, too.
Yep. Ricky Fowler and Cam Young, big hitter. He's a New York guy, too. He's upstate New York guy. They're taking on the Bay, which is Ludwig Aubert, Wyndham Clark, Min Woo Lee, the chef, and Sugar Shane Lowry. I just gave him that name. I don't think anybody calls him that. But I love him, by the way. I love him.
I love him too. He's one for the big boys, man.
Great demeanor, just always out there, just playing golf. He looks like one of us.
Yep. One of us.
One of us. He is one of us. So they'll be the first one. Tiger isn't kicking off till that second week, the 14th, and he'll be taking on.
So you think people are going to tune in to watch this?
I am.
I'm hoping so, because the whole thing is to tune into us at one point.
It's going to get a pop at the beginning, right? Because what is this?
Yep.
And it's all going to depend on how it translates onto the television, right? So I'll run through how it works, because I watched this at the beginning, because it's pretty interesting. So the beginning of it is going to be not very different than what we do.
Yep.
Hit into a screen.
At what point do you transfer over to playing the real world?
So
look at this shot. Oh, it's good. Oh my gosh! Oh, I caught that in the corner of my eye. I was looking at
Joey G's throwing
almost dropped
darts.
it. Oh,
2.8 feet. That's another bird. Almost an eagle.
Oh, he almost aced it. That was a par
Spun it
3,
back.
right?
No, that was the second shot.
Oh.
That was the approach shot on a par 4.
Oh, God damn.
So, so they'll hit into the screen, and what's the yardage? There's a yardage when it turns into
Probably like 30.
chipping.
I would say less than 30.
Top players.
Kevin Kisner snuck in after missing his last 38 cuts.
What is it?
Kevin Kisner. I didn't know he still played.
He's been in the booth more than he's been playing. He is great in the booth, by the way.
Yeah?
Kevin Kisner is
Better than
a
us?
dude. I mean, nipping at our heels. but he knows golf, and he's also got a great sense of humor, and he's a straight shooter. Great dude.
Nice.
He's the one that coined the phrase, "This ain't no hobby," and I love that.
These guys are crushing.
He said, "My name ain't that on that bag because this is a hobby." All right, here we go. Okay, TGL. This guy's talking, but I have him muted.
Yep.
The pink guy is talking. All right, I guess if we were listening, we'd get a real good explanation, but
Yeah.
we're not.
We're just looking for that threshold of, once you start, when you play into the screen, but there's a point.
Okay, here we
where-
go. Playing a hole from screen to green. Here we go. The screen is a 64 by 53 foot simulator.
Yeah, that's insane.
Slightly bigger than the screens we have here at Golf Kings.
I'm so interested in their format of how they're going to show it on TV. Like,
Sure.
look at our format. We have a video of us, you have a video of the person swinging, and you have the screen share of the actual graphics.
So imagine it's going to just cut out us, right? The commentators won't be seen.
Yeah, they'll probably pan to them like in between shots and
Sure,
stuff like
but
that.
I think you're going to get a shot of the screen.
they're all
a live
working with
feed.
like unlimited budget when it comes to
a
producing
little bit more
content.
more than we have here.
Yeah.
but it's going to be so they're using full swing simulators. Tigers
Tigers
aligned
affiliated with them.
And they're going to have that golf zone-y type lies. So they'll have fairway lie, rough lie, and sand lies. And they'll do that until they get within 50 yards.
So what if they hit into a fairway bunker, like a
They're going to be hit. So they're
do they hit still out of a real bunker, or are they hitting off a simulated bunker?
simulated bunker.
Okay.
So it's they hit from areas with real grass, fairway, rough, and sand into the screen. So I don't think they have to throttle the shots then.
Yeah, no.
The turf will do the work.
Okay.
So they'll just be straight up simulators. But they'll have the lies. Then when they get inside of 50 yards, they have a chipping area. And it looks like they have greenside bunkers, greenside rough, and pins.
Yep.
And they can emulate the yardage and the lie.
I'm hoping the production of this is so good, because you have one shot to really make this good, right? Like, if Tiger Woods can't figure it out, then who's going to outdo
So check this out, right? So from inside of 50 yards.
So far, we're the only competition that you have to beat when it comes to production of indoor golf.
So I was going to bring that up. I'll run through this and then I want to talk about that. So for the green, anything inside 50 yards, a physical custom-built green zone, 22,475 square foot short game area. That's
22,000?
22,475 feet. Because you got to remember, they got to go 50 yards out.
Yeah.
Right?
Holy shit.
And it transforms. So the green actually changes. I guess it has.
Yeah, it moves. Yeah. I think
like
if
the
you-
putt zone.
Yep.
Or putt
Or
view.
the putt view, but their greens actually they elevate, they'll move. So who I forget Jason Day. If you go on YouTube and you look at Jason Day's home setup, his green is movable. Steph Curry has the same setup
Right.
in his house.
Yeah.
So
So,
you can
and
simulate any putt from
it's
any
a
green.
41-yard wide. The green is a 41-yard turntable, so it can spin to give the correct angle.
So you
whether
have
they have to go-
unlimited options.
If they have to go over a bunker, they just spin it so the bunker is between you and the green. You know, whatever
Wow.
they got to do. So it can morph its topography to it has 600 actuators underneath the green.
So if you have control of how to like do anything out in the field, what is that stopping from people playing real golf then?
On this,
If you could make this happen,
they can. So it's happening right now. I want to say it's Japan or Korea.
Yeah.
Golf Zone has a facility where the bay now
Opens
includes
up.
the chipping area.
Yeah, like the screen rolls up and then you go play out in the chipping area.
No, it's all indoors.
I've seen in like Korea or Japan or something where they hit into a screen. Then when you go out and you play your chip, the screen rolls up and you all walk out into the middle of the green. So it's
But
like
still
beyond,
indoors.
It's still indoors, but it's beyond
yes,
your
that's
screen.
exactly what I saw. Yep. And it's similar to, I'm sure it doesn't have the size of this thing.
No,
the
this
scope
is
of it.
just this is an arena-sized facility.
Yes. But yeah, it's as it gets cheaper and more affordable, it will find its way into the recreational space.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
If you can really create any kind of shot, what is like for if this was available on a obviously if you could scale that across into like multiple facilities, what's stopping people from playing outdoors if everything you have is created within your 30,000 square foot
Because
facility?
you can never truly replicate the outdoors.
I mean you're gonna have lies and all that stuff, but like, damn man, if you can create any kind of lot, any kind of golf shot scenario within 50 yards.
This is the place. It's in China.
China.
So you play on the screen, and then you go to the chipping area.
Yep. And they're having tournaments and everything right now. They're way ahead of the curve on this.
Yeah, I mean,
You kind of got to be. You got to adapt or die. So
it's the coolest thing in the world.
yeah. Who
Seymour.
said that? Seymour Butts?
Stina Sternberg. You don't know her?
No.
Never heard of her.
She's
Here's
here for
the-
Liberty.
Here's the screen.
Yeah, she hits into that, and that thing rolls up now.
Yep.
I've seen this video.
Yeah, you just walk out.
And she carries her bag and hits her putt now.
I mean, she could have left the bag. You only
Yeah,
need
I
your-
don't know
Take
why
your
she
wedge
did
and
that.
putter, lady. Come on, pace of play.
Yeah, this is hammed up. Yeah, you don't need to put your bag on the green.
But it's golf zoney, so it actually
it puts
tells
that
you where to
sensor.
put it. Yeah.
It does all the work for you. And now these ladies are playing whoever wins the hole based on putting.
Yep.
So, pretty cool.
Pretty amazing.
Technology, man, makes you wonder if you are living in a real world simulation right now.
Are we in the Matrix?
We are. It's definitely. We're due for a reset. I feel like.
Yeah, I could use a reset for real. Drew's back. Drew was on with us last week. What's up, Drew?
How we doing?
Good to have you back, buddy.
Yep. We missed last week. Had a little business to handle, but we are back, and we will be back every week now for the next 12 weeks. So.
All right, so let's get into some golf here.
Yeah, these guys are crushing it. They're
we
minus
should
4.
be watching. Look at them, hitting them right at the Statue of Liberty. Is that not
This
a
is
better?
Par 5. They laid up here.
So they're hitting their third
Yep. We got the
from 140.
Lady Liberty in the background there, and Joey G getting after it.
Oh, draw.
Oh, get it
On a
there.
good line.
Get down.
Oh
my
God, he's
These
throwing
guys are crushing it.
darts right now. Joey G is on fire.
So they're going to get to minus 5.
You like that?
Call the fire department.
They are minus 5 heading into this par 3, and they're playing better on this back 9 than they did on the front 9. I
Yeah.
think 3 of their birdies just came on the back 9 here.
Right. Look at this. So they're playing for the draw.
We got Liberty National this week, Drew.
Liberty National in Jersey City. Used to be a host site for one of the playoff legs in the FedEx playoff.
Really?
And then they lost it to the FedEx.
Oh, Lord. This
It's looking
was
good.
trending. Bounce. Oh, bad bounce onto the sand trap.
Unlucky. Wrong number. So, yeah, it was kind of a bummer because I enjoyed I've been to this a few times when the PGA comes through.
Mm-hmm.
And it was The FedEx was the last regular season event. Then they would have the Barclays, and then the BMW, and then the Tour Championship.
Okay.
And FedEx, being, I guess, the name sponsor, moved their event to the first round of the playoffs. So instead of being the last round of the regular season, they took the first round, and the Barclays lost their spot. And then you have the BMW, which changes locations, and then the Tour Championship is always in Atlanta.
Always.
I just pulled it.
So Quail Hollow hosts an event every year.
Correct.
What event are they hosting this year?
Quail Hollow hosts
they had the Wells Fargo.
The Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
And next year, I believe they're hosting the PGA.
Okay. So
the Wells Fargo will be held at a different site.
Beautiful course, man.
Yeah, you went last year.
Yeah, I went there. Have you ever been there?
I have not.
Terrible
I have a
city.
pin flag from there, though.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, brother. How is that pin flag? You got a collection of them? You got a stack of them? Are they hanging up anywhere? Or what do you
haven't
got? You got
yet.
A man cave?
Not yet. But I have. I have the Baltusrol flag from the women's PGA.
Okay.
Signed by a bunch of ladies, Lexi Thompson and Rose Zhang and some of them.
Ooh.
I have a pin flag from Trump Bedminster from the Live tournament. That's got Bryson on it. And then I have yours.
Yep.
And I have one from Augusta that our good friend Dave Goody brought back.
Yes.
Or had his friend bring back for us. So I've got a nice little collection, and I will be getting one from my club for winning the club championship this year.
Congratulations.
So, I've got a nice little start, and I finally got enough golf balls to do one of those nice cabinets from all the courses I've played. Ooh. So that's the next move.
Nice. How many balls can you fit in your cabinet?
I haven't bought the cabinet yet because I was going to buy the 24, and I'm like, I don't know if that's enough. And then before you know it, I've got like 40 golf balls in my drawer from different places I played. Mm-hmm. I made a point everywhere I go now to grab a golf ball, logo ball. Mm-hmm. So I might need 2 cabinets. Yeah. Might have to do a double 48er. Tommy's asking, what are the thoughts on the $750 ticket?
Tommy, we went deep into that in the first segment of the show.
Go back on YouTube and rewind about a half an hour.
But real quick, I think we're kind of split on this. Like, they made it high enough to weed out the savages, but I think you need the savages. You need the home field advantage at Bethpage. So
yeah,
but
I think we decided they're a little on the high end.
They are a little on the high end, but are they enough to keep the savages there, or did we price out the savages and only going to have retirees afford this event?
Play. Great little cut.
And if you planned on going to 3 events, who wants to shell out $2,200 for these things, man?
Too much. It is too much. I mean, I'm as diehard as they come.
And if you're going to go to a 3-day event, like even for me, who's over an hour away, like I'm not going to want to drive over an hour.
Day.
Yeah,
and drive back.
Drive back.
You want to stay. Yeah, it's supposed to be that type of thing. You're supposed to get all 3 days. You're supposed to, and you see that too. When you watch the Ryder Cup, you usually see the guys that dress up in costumes and stuff are there all 3 days.
Yeah. They probably don't change, though.
Probably not. But they're there. Like, you're making an event out of it. You're going with your buddies, you're getting a place, you're renting a house, or you're getting some hotel rooms, and you're going for a week.
Unfortunately, if you made those tickets like $200, you're going to get way more action on the sidelines than you are in the golf. I just think
200 is probably a little too low.
Yeah.
I think 200 is going to bring the
Here's
lunatics.
a question. What was the price of the Ryder Cup last year?
Let's see.
So that'd be something to be interested about. But I think the Europe people are a little bit more classier than us.
I don't know. I've heard that they're pretty rough, man.
They do. They probably outdrink us in any event.
1,000%. But they're professionals. They've been drinking for 1,500 years.
But they don't want to fight everybody when they're done drinking.
No, I don't think
they're.
I don't think they're as bad. Yeah. I mean, it's not like the soccer hooligans.
Super cheap last year, Muller says. So.
What the hell year is it? 2023.
2023. They're on odds.
Tickets.
So. But yeah, the charge. Tom, did you see they're charging to volunteer now too? Like, it was $375, I think, if you want to volunteer to work the event.
Dude, check this out.
Yeah, Tom said they're super cheap, so I'm wondering what they were.
So for Marco Simeone, the practice rounds were $50 to $60, and then the main rounds were $250.
Oh my gosh!
And $260 on Sunday.
See, that's doable for me. That's
$1,000 for the weekend, right?
Yep.
Call it, between your beers and a place to crash. that's doable.
Yeah.
That's a mini vacation. That's kind of what you're expecting to spend. Once you start getting at that $3,000 range, I can go away for 10 days at an all inclusive for that.
Yeah. What do you think an Airbnb costs that weekend?
They're going to
for
kill
a traveler?
you. It's going to be
Like an
800 a night.
traveler. 800 a night. Jesus.
I mean, I remember seeing some of the prices they talk about around Augusta that are just
Yeah, those people
insane.
make their nut on that week. They leave for a week and their vacations are paid.
People have bought
People
houses
buying-
down there,
Yeah.
and
And just rent them out for that weekend.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a shame because we're on the cusp of golf becoming mainstream, right? Like the big knock was it was an elitist sport. It was tough to get involved. You couldn't get a membership. It cost a lot to play around.
Yeah, it was
the equipment's
overpriced.
expensive. It's
Everything
just
was overpriced.
It's a tough sport. So it was starting to get like back down to average Joe can play. You can go get around for $50.
But now it's got a lot of rocket fuel on it with the booming of indoor golf, the YouTube golf.
But you can stifle that by doing this.
Yeah.
Like instead of capitalizing on it, you could absolutely put that fire out
Yeah.
by doing this.
Yeah. True.
Very
true.
And it's news. We've been talking about it for 3 days now.
Still, people are going to sell. They're going to be.
They're
There's
gonna be
going to be
sold out.
100,000 people.
It's going to be
there.
sold out. It's just like
$750.
it's just like the Masters. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. People are putting their name on that list for 20 years. If they told them you've waited 20 years to go to this thing and you got tickets and it's going to be $1,000, guess what? Take my money.
Yeah. Tom, we started getting into the conversation about, if you did make it cheaper. Of course, when you're watching it on TV, you want to see the savagery on TV. But if you're there at the event, what kind of take would you have if you had to be around assholes all day and just scumbag people of just being too rowdy, too annoying, bumping into you, spilling beer on you, throwing beer? If you had to be around that all day, it would remind me of being in like a 2 p.m. movie with kids.
Right. It sucks because it's such an old man take, and I so don't want to fall on that line.
Yeah, but I also I'm spending a lot of still. If I'm spending $200 to go see an event,
here-
I want to watch golf.
But then there's a marketing strategy inside of that, right? So I'm going to go to the Waste Management, right? And I go online, and to get into the stadium, I think there's a premium. Oh, and actually, that's the guys that sprint there, right? They open the gates, and people
Yes, they
run
wait there at
5 o'clock in the
3
morning.
in the morning, and they're just waiting to get in.
But if you notice, all along the sides of that fairway, or it's not a fairway, it's a par 3, but whatever, not around the green, and then around the tee box, that's all luxury boxes. So if I'm going there and I'm going, all right, I could spend $80 to get into place and sprint with these animals, or I could spend $300 and get one of those luxury boxes.
So how much do you think a luxury box would cost?
Most of them are corporate. A lot of them have names over them.
Yeah. Sponsored.
But they're going to be upwards of $1,500.
I was gonna say $3 or $5 grand.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my guess. I mean, if you're gonna charge $750 just to walk on the grass,
At this one,
Yeah,
I'm just
this
saying
one.
at Waste because I did it for Liberty. I bought tickets for Liberty, and grounds passes were whatever, $200 for the 3-4 day pass or something like that, and it was like $1,200 for the VIP, and I was taking my son, and I wanted to make sure that we had a place to go to sit down, to eat, go to the bathroom. Like, I'm not going there with my buddies where we could just tough it out.
yeah.
And I did it. I mean, lucky for me, it got rained out and I got my money back. But I bit the bullet,
Yeah.
you know?
These guys are cruising, man. They safe par here, or
So this is what
oh, this is a
second
chance
shot.
for birdie.
Yeah. Well, that guy rolled off, so they're not done yet.
Yep.
Sal rolled off the back. Everything's rolling away. But Joey saw it, so he's aiming out left.
I just can't believe they're charging to volunteer, though.
That's
a little,
crazy.
That's a little.
That is
mind-blowing.
absolutely crazy.
But if you're going to sell out $750 a ticket, of course, my brain goes, all right, how can I get in cheaply
of course.
and not spend that much, but be even closer to the event? By
So
working the event?
here's where that came from. They probably opened up registration for volunteers way back, put your name on a list.
Yep,
And they probably needed 1,000 people, and they got 10,000, and they went, fuck it.
Let's sell, because you're going to get probably better class of people to work it. If I'm paying $375 though, I don't know if I'm going to be all the way involved in working. I'm going to feel like
Well,
it's
they'll
a
just throw you the
ticket
fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, you're a volunteer. You know, you're a dime a dozen.
Yeah,
And I'm sure they have people on standby. You know,
opting the putt here off the green. So Golick missed the green too.
probably not a bad play.
No, It is rolling towards you, though, so you got to go uphill a little bit.
Too much.
Ooh, slow down.
Too strong.
He's all right. Save par. Now, Joey G's got a shot to hold it out for birdie, right?
Joey's been on a heater, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he put it, to 2.8 feet from 180.
And spun it back to 2.8 feet.
Yeah.
He almost aced it. Yeah, jarred it.
All right, so it doesn't break that much. You're putting through that first part of the break, so it's not going to affect it as much. Joey sees it. Oh, he didn't hit it hard enough.
He didn't put it through the break.
Yep.
It's all right.
Listen, outdoors, you'd be fucking ecstatic about that.
Yeah. Get out of there a par. Plus -5 still.
And they're moving quick, too.
So before they start this hole, I'm just going to take a look at the leaderboard real quick to see where they're at. Anybody else? Problem is they might be done. Yeah, so they're in the lead right now.
The Belmartians?
These guys are crushing it at a hole 11.
Yeah.
And with a bogey in there, too, on a par 5.
Wow.
So
they had to have a penalty.
We'll stick with these guys for a little bit. They're on the heater right now, so.
Vitello is the Martians, right?
Yes.
Brett?
Yep, Brett Ekman and Mike Vitello.
All right, let's see what was Tony doing? I didn't even notice. They must be struggling.
He wasn't up there, so stay away.
That's the bunker you hit it in. Actually, you didn't. You split the difference. You were right up on the little landing strip.
You're right. I was in between. Joey was tough to carry tonight. Joey was not in the mood to play golf. It is what it is.
These kids work hard, you know?
Yeah, they were tired out from all day of nothing.
It ain't easy having a gig at Golf Gangs, watching people play golf all fucking day.
Nah, I like to bust Joey's chops, but he helps a lot out here, man. He works his ass off.
Whatever you say. Fucking can't pay me to believe that. I might be looking for a gig soon. Let me know if you're hiring.
Yeah, it's easy money.
I spend enough time here already. Might as well get paid for it.
Yeah.
I wonder what I got. I must have hours, man.
You got
I haven't been here in a minute, but it's time. It's about that season.
It's almost there, man. I think another month. It is quite wild to me that it hasn't rained.
Dude.
Ever this summer.
Also can't believe it was fucking 80 degrees today.
Yeah, it's going to be 80 tomorrow again, too. 79 I saw was the high tomorrow.
That's really insane.
It is. I'll tell you what, every golf course in New Jersey looks immaculate right now. Fall-time golf in New Jersey is where you'll find the best shape and the courses.
They're all freshly punched.
They're all beautiful right now. The weather they're not getting heated anymore. Like the greens are just rolling like glass. Everything is immaculate right now.
Who am I? My profile. There's no way I have 5 hours.
You probably have more. It's probably under 2 separate tabs or something.
It's weird. Your thing says 2 hours of free use.
Yes, because the idea behind that was that people will actually use their membership. So you get 2 hours every month you pay. So we figured people would be using it, and then it turns out people are just banking 24 hours.
2 hours of free use, 5 units left. Does that mean I have 10?
No, you have 5 left. I could check, though.
Doesn't matter. I've used it for our golf session. I might use 3 hours for that. Not our film session.
Yeah, I think because it was half price, I only deducted 1. But I'll double check.
Whatever. Just take my money. $100 a month. It's gone. I'm going to need to use it soon. I had such a terrible round this weekend. But again, it's like when I'm in scramble, I'm just not locked in.
I'll tell you what, after when I play outside and I'm struggling and I come back in here and I work on some things, I instantly get out of that funk. Like I just fixed what we did in the end of league there.
Yeah.
And it helps so much.
I have 2 very different styles. You've seen it. I'm such a divot taker.
Yes.
That I'd have to adjust my swing to hit inside.
See, I'm a divot taker too, and I don't adjust for it in here. I just pound that mat and into oblivion.
I have a bad wrist, and after playing a session in here, my wrist will blow up.
Yes, it does.
Until I start picking it clean.
Yes.
Then I start picking it clean, and
but that's hard to manage 2 swings like that, man. That's not easy.
No.
It'll mess you up.
So what I get the most out of in here, obviously, is driver because you're hitting off a tee. And my short game, because you want to kind of just, sweep the grass a little bit with your chip shots and stuff, and use the bounce. So that's where I really dial in under 50.
Yeah, you're thinking about changing to a 60?
I don't know. I just
Toying with it.
I sometimes feel like I just don't get enough stopping power with my 58. And I was hitting that 60 today, and I was able to hit it up high and get it to land soft. I've adjusted.
They went long and short there. That sucks.
So that's a bogey.
That's a hard, dude. It's a hard shot to stop.
It's a long 4.
Yeah.
It's a very long par 4. I don't know. I'll tweak some things. I also just got those wedges, so I might need to just play
Figure
with
them out.
opening them up. I've never opened up my 58.
Gotcha.
I got to get more comfortable with that.
So we're going into 18 here, and you pointed out when we were playing before that is a covered walkway that is open or walked. You can walk it by the public, right?
So if you look at the overhead picture on the bottom right there, just to the right of the clubhouse,
this piece here.
Yeah. There's Liberty State Park. So you could park your car, you could launch a kayak, it's a public state park. And then there's a covered walkway. You see it on the right there.
Yeah.
It's got a fence over top of it.
So you can walk there.
He almost hit it into there.
Yeah, and without getting blasted by a
You
golf
will not
ball.
get killed. But you see, it only starts right at the tee box.
Okay.
It's a paved walkway. It starts right down there at the tee box, and it ends up there by the green.
So can you walk? It's open to the public? Like you could watch
Public
people play?
State Park, yeah.
Really? You
Liberty
can watch
State
people
Park.
tee off on 18 there?
No, you're below.
Oh, you can't see
There's
anything?
a bulkhead there. You'd see the ball coming over your head, but no, it's below the surface of those weeds and fescue over there.
Gotcha.
There's like a bulkhead over there, and then it's water.
It's only 9:30. It's perfect timing.
No,
to
these
wrap
guys
this
are
stream up.
motoring.
Might get home at a decent hour tonight.
Overrated.
Got to pick your boy up here. He didn't leave you a good lie there. And Joey G comes through.
Joey G's been playing.
Yeah.
Joey G has been playing today.
He's wearing like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's shirt, though.
It's amazing. I'm telling you. Like, I've seen a lot of those shirts, and never on a guy that looks like him.
I survived my first trip to New York.
Did you?
No, that's usually what it
Oh,
says.
yeah. No, usually the pants are around the ankles, and it's just covering your boxer shorts.
Correct.
That's what that's for.
So this is a long second shot.
I think he actually has a nightgown in that size. Yeah, this is another. The 17 and 18 are 2 long 4s.
And you pointed out that the clubhouse has a helipad on the top there in the cutout of the building.
Yeah,
the
so
clubhouse.
that's Liberty National is finance bro heaven, because it's right across from Wall Street.
Okay.
So there's a ferry that runs people back and forth, and then obviously there's some people that kind of chopper over. But it's when the President's Cup was there, as you mentioned before, Tiger was the champion, captain of the U.S. team, and he parked his yacht just off of.
So he did that too at the U.S. Open at Shinnecock when the traffic was just
Out on Long Island.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, he had his privacy, his yacht called Privacy,
yep.
parked out in one of the bays there.
So my pro told me a funny story of he is friends with the pro at I might hit the walkway.
Look at the umbrellas and tables and
It's amazing.
setup they have out there.
Freedom Tower out there.
Yeah.
That he went up there for the President's Cup and watched Tiger, because he couldn't dock his boat. He was moored offshore. And they
had a charter, like a little dinghy to go back and forth.
So he tells Brooklyn this story. We were talking about Tiger Woods one day, and he's like, I saw Tiger's dinghy. And Brooklyn's like, you saw Tiger's dinghy? Were you in the locker room with him? Because Brooklyn was like 5 years old. So he didn't know what a dinghy was. So he was like, oh, what did you play with? Were you in the same locker room with him? Was it big?
That's funny.
And they still have a running joke. Brooklyn comes to my club, and he'll walk by my pro now and go, Tiger's dinghy, huh?
By the way, Sal just missed the gimme out of 0.8 feet there. So
That's a tough one up the hill like that.
They're struggling to give one back here unless Joey G comes through, puts him in the circle for par.
Joey's locked in.
Yeah, you think he's doing it? I think he comes up short.
He's locked in. Come on, Joey. Get it up high. Oh, he pulled it. Sit. Spin.
Oh, no.
Ain't going to get a spin out of the rough.
No. So they give one back there. They finish -3 on the round. Still a great round. We finished +3. Kudos to them. This course is a tough track.
Yeah.
So I would love to. So they finished -3. They went one down on the front 9, and then they played better on the back 9, which is tougher, longer.
Jackalope says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey,
Do you know Jackalope?
that's my uncle.
Hey, Uncle Jack.
So I'll go back to the leaderboard, see where everyone finished at tonight. Round 3. So, these guys are
the
minus-
Martians. We gotta
Yeah.
go.
I think they are.
They're here, aren't they?
No, they're Wall.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Bay 5, I want to say.
Where's Jomo when you need him?
Is this them? No, this is not them. GK Wall Bay 4. It's not Joey Tomato. GK Wall Bay 3.
Not typing.
I was going to cut the stream off, but these guys have a shot to be leaders tonight.
There they are.
There they are.
There they are. Where are they at? 12? Oh, no, they're on 17.
Perfect. And
Here we
they
go.
are -5, so
2 hard holes here. Let's see if they drop one. That's what
this is tough. These are tough holes.
Sal and Joey were -5 coming into these 2 holes.
Yep. And this hole ate them up.
They saved
they-
par here, though.
Yes. And then they gave back 1 on 18. So
Good old Wall, where it all started.
we'll watch them finish out if they decide to hit a golf shot. Yeah, they're figuring out where to land it right now on the mini map. So we'll close it out with these guys, and then we'll see you next week.
So next week, I think we'd like to try to do some type of giveaway. Right? Maybe
Yes.
we'll have some people guess some scores or
yes,
pick the low round of the day.
yep, and
and-
figure out why we're not getting pushed on TikTok again.
I think we got to go back on.
Live
TikTok studio.
Yeah, that's the problem. Though I can't get it all to work. I could try. We'll have to mess around. We'll have to go back to the drawing board. But here
Yeah.
these guys go. Maybe they can get to -6 with the Statue of Liberty in the background. So awesome.
That's beautiful.
And the sailboats. See the sailboats?
Sydney sailboat.
So these guys have been playing in the league since the inception of the first league we ran like 3 or 4 years ago, and they've
Yeah.
always been up there.
Yep.
They even won it one year, I believe.
Yes, they did. I think they won the year. No, actually, Sal Stagg and Joe won the year we made it to the semis.
And when the last Ryder Cup that was here, no, not here. The one that was overnight, and we had to watch at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It was it? I don't think it was Marco Simone.
Let's go back.
I want to say it was 2021.
No, 2021 was Whistling Straits.
It had to be 2023 then.
Ryder Cup passed.
Was it in Ireland?
locations. It wouldn't be 4 in the morning, though. You sure it wasn't? Was it the President's Cup when it was in Australia? That would have been.
I couldn't
more like
remember.
4
We did a
o'clock.
promo
Or the
here.
Olympics.
No, it wasn't the Olympics.
All
We
right.
did a promo here where I came in at like midnight or something, and we were
So last one was in Rome. Then it was Whistling Straits. Then it was France. Then we're going back too far.
this was definitely.
I'm
It had
telling
to
you,
be.
it was probably President's Cup because I think the last time they had it was in Australia.
It wouldn't. No, Tom would know.
Come on, Tom, where are you?
I can't remember. We ran a promo. It was free golf if you came and supported USA.
Sure, it wasn't the Olympics.
No, we wouldn't have done that for Olympics. The Olympics doesn't. Look at this green. It's right on the.
Okay, so in 2020,
Loving these new contour features too.
2024 was in Canada. That was this year.
Yeah.
22 was in Quail Hollow. 2019 was Melbourne.
Yeah,
But
it wasn't 2019. It was definitely post 2020.
I'm telling you, the fucking Olympics, man.
It had to be Marco Simone. It was Marco Simone. We got whacked. We got shellacked.
But
in
Marco
that.
Simone's only. They're 5 hours ahead of us.
Yes,
Right,
yes.
So it was the beginning of the round.
Yes.
Yeah, so instead of teeing off at 7 in the morning, it was 2 in the morning.
It was 2 in the morning, and then they didn't get done till probably like 12 in the afternoon.
Yep. That makes
It
sense.
was Marco Simone.
Okay. Oh. There you go. You're not crazy.
What's grip it and sip it at? Sean Fiala. I will look it up real quick.
Who are they? I should know this. Look at the commish at -2.
Yeah, the commission played off the charts tonight. So Trevor Haynes, Sean Fowler, you guys finished at. Hold on, looking. It's not on the immediate leaderboard here.
Scroll.
+5, my man. Looks like you're filling or whoever played did not. I mean, you still got a hole to go. Maybe you'll ace it off the tee and get to +2. But no, you're gonna finish in the bottom half tonight. So sorry, man. But
wicked short. You see that?
yeah.
Oh no, it was 163. Okay.
The other one was in the trap, I think, too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so they got to put it in the circle to save par. Yeah, everybody's struggling to reach this green. It's a long approach shot. 428's long. I mean, you got to be popping it close to 3.
I don't think the league has gotten used to the faster greens than when TrackMan updated.
Yeah.
They used to not roll out into it. The bump and run wasn't a play. See, this is on a peak, so if you go too far, you're going downhill again.
Yeah.
So it's good how they're analyzing it, though. No, he needs his partner. Yeah, man, he needed you tonight, man. Absolutely. Did you have a fill-in tonight, or did he play 2 balls? Curious. So. I didn't mean for that to come out that way.
I think he's got to take it further up.
You think would you putt this?
No.
No? Too long?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just so against putting off the green. I'm just not that guy. That's gone.
Stay up.
Look at that
he did
hold
it.
up.
Good touch.
Great touch. Save par.
Yep.
All right.
Save par -5. So unless he holes out here, they're gonna.
He's playing 2 balls.
Oh, he's playing no Brett tonight,
dude. He's shooting minus. Well, listen. There's something to be said about getting 2 looks,
dude.
right?
The second golfer on every shot
always better.
Is the scratch golfer. Well, not yet. That is like, all right, I'm in. I'm gonna try to do something weird.
Yeah.
So all right, they finished -5, which is a huge.
No, that's 17, wasn't it? That's 17. They got one.
Oh, they got one more.
What do you got? Take a dump?
No, not yet. Oh, here we go again with the walkway, the covered walkway.
You know, it's funny. I played Bayonne this summer, and they have the same thing, but not covered. But they have a walkway, public walkway that walks right through.
That's cool. Not sure one of our buddies was supposed to fill, but sure. Not sure what he did. I'll be back moving forward. Yeah, it looks like he needs you. He needs you to come back.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I had to do it 1 week without Brian, and it's
tiring. Yeah, it's all 36 holes.
The whole social aspect of it, like you're just there by yourself, and like there's nobody to pick you up when you make a bad shot.
It's a long round. Getting 2 shots.
Oh yeah.
Like I play 1 round, and I'm like, I'm done, man. I can't imagine playing 2 balls. Riz.
Poor guy. He loves it. This dude's a gamer. What's he going to do?
I don't know. Keep it in play. You don't have to do anything crazy here. You already got the lead. You just got to not give it away.
A little over the top there.
So in our Scramble League, if you're new to it,
catch a piece.
On the regular season, you can have subs or you can play 2 balls. On the playoffs, you either play 1 ball and no subs allowed. So if your teammate doesn't show up,
you're on your own.
You're on your own. 1 ball. You're playing a scratch round by yourself. So regular season though, we're a little loosey goosey with it. We don't want to hold anyone up. I mean, you're paying for the spot, so you might as well use it.
Somebody needs to explain to me how, like a woman in her pajamas putting on makeup gets 800 people to watch her.
I feel like if we had like a woman doing that right behind us, we would do that too. And we just talk golf nonchalantly while a woman.
I'll make some phone calls.
Yeah,
I might have a phone number.
How you liking your new headphones tonight?
They're amazing.
Yeah. Should I switch over? Like, how do you pull that off? Like, what did you do there?
So, these are Ultimate Ears, UE Pros. They're in-ear monitors. So you order them. They have different levels. And they send you a mold kit, and you put them in your ears, and it's got like a vacuum in it, and then you send them back.
Is it completely noise canceling too?
Completely, yeah.
Really?
Actually, they have a setting on it that you could pump ambient noise into it because it's so off-putting.
Yeah.
Like it's
You're
weird.
off-putting.
I don't use that sound. It's very comfortable. But I mean, they're stage monitors. You know, they're made to to record music with.
Okay.
So they're like, literally, you couldn't put them in your ear.
Gotcha.
I mean,
they're
you could try, but
made
they're
for your ear.
custom molded to my ears.
Playoff rule has been the best rule. You guys implemented those subs or
Yes.
schedule. I remember early couple years
Smart.
ago. So feel free to switch to women. Yeah.
We'll just put 2 women in these seats, and
And
we'll
let them-
talk on the other side of the camera, and they'll move their mouths
Yeah.
like it's them talking.
Yeah, we definitely refined the league over the years. You know,
You learn.
there was you guys have been in since day one too. Sean and Trevor, they
People were
have been.
rescheduling their rounds. They were playing midweek.
It was a disaster. We tried to get money involved, and people were bitching and complaining. The problem is money ruins everything.
Yeah.
What becomes fun is no longer fun, and I have to be an asshole, and I don't want to be that guy.
Well, that's what the commission's
Some people need to be put in their place, though. They need
Yeah.
to be chin checked.
Yep.
And some people don't like that. And unfortunately, it creates bad business.
I remember
and
the-
I'm not about bad business. So
The kids were doing it. I remember those. Remember we had those 2 high school kids in the league that one year.
yeah, and then the dad got involved,
Yep.
and he's like, "This is not how I would run it. If I did," I'm like, "Okay, then go open your own facility, run your own league.
Look at this one.
and do it
Filling
the way
in.
you want it." But you just ruined it for everybody.
Get up.
Get up.
All right. Safe par, right?
This guy's got to be wiped, dude. I know he looks to be like a little bit in shape, but man, I don't care who you are. You play 36 holes of golf in an hour, you're gonna feel it.
Oh yeah. And he played good golf.
Yeah. He
That's-
played -5, dude. That's
So was
money.
the other team tracking still for minus? There was somebody also -5. I
I'm
think they were a
checking
hole
out.
or 2 ahead though. So they should be done, I would think.
Round 3.
Yeah. They nicked one more.
Yeah. What bay are they in, though? I have no idea.
Jomo. We need a walkie-talkie or a shot collar. One or the other.
Let me see. I think I can get it. Dominic Sestito. He's going to be... Wall 8. Oh, he's in bay 1. Wall
Wall?
8-1, yeah.
Wall's on fire tonight, huh?
So these guys are -5. They have a shot to take the lead.
The other screen said -6. They must have gave one back. Before it up.
Or we
Uh-oh.
haven't seen the give back yet because these are 3 minutes behind. So
Well,
this is trending to be the whole.
Well, the other one though is dead center, 50
Oh, okay.
yards out. So
But maybe that's a second. That could be a.
could be a water ball.
I mean, if they have to think about this, then
No, it says one shot.
yeah. What are we thinking here? There's no brainer.
There's got to be something wrong here. No, it's their second shot from 40 yards.
There you go. So they do give one back. Maybe it's on that 17 where everyone's losing it.
No, they're at -5 here.
Oh, what was the
So
leaderboard?
they already get -6.
Oh, so they already gave one back.
They already gave one back. Yeah. The
Unless
leaderboard.
they get to -6 here,
That ain't it.
right? But the
It could
yeah,
be. Could be.
It could be. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're thinking of it the other way.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they're going to get to -6 here. So I will bet you $1 million.
Spoiler alert.
This is going to be inside the
So
circle.
do you know that my absolute psychopath of a grandmother, when we lived in Brooklyn, I was young.
She's still alive?
No.
Oh, no
But
offense.
what she used to do was, and it was unbeknownst to me. We lived in the same.
Look at this
That's the
roll.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, great shot. We lived in the same building in Brooklyn. I was one floor above her.
Okay.
So like, whatever, 8:00, she'd call me up to come downstairs, and we would watch Wheel of Fortune together.
Nice.
And one tile would get turned, and she'd call the puzzle. And I
No
was like,
shit.
Grandma, you need to go on this show.
Yeah.
You
She
are
just
amazing.
knew it? She
No. They used to play a replay of it.
Oh.
Wheel of Fortune was on at 7:00.
She had
and then
you.
like Channel 55 used to play the 7:00 show at 8:00. So she knew them all already, and she used to do this to me like 3 nights a week. Just blow my mind. And I found out years
It was a
later
rerun.
it was a rerun. She had all the ones done, and she knew all the answers.
damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick Italian grandmas.
This guy's-
Love to torture.
This guy lost the T.
All right, we got more, buddy. Don't worry about it. Chris 3D prints him at home. My head football coach has a
We
3D
did try
printer.
to. We tried to 3D print tees.
Do you have a 3D printer?
No. Tom does though. So we try to run a couple of them, and
There's got to be plans all over the internet.
Oh,
for
dude,
them,
there's
right?
so many plans, but it's in the plastic. Like you have to have the right
Yeah,
plastic to withstand.
They're just gonna
a golf
smash,
shot. They're just
right.
going to break on the first shot.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Car path?
Path.
Big kick. Oh, I didn't get there. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what you can do with 3D printers now.
Yeah.
I wish you guys would get the one that's like on the string, so you don't have to chase that fucking thing every time you hit it.
So they make a T. It's called a T-Claw, and they're not expensive. We could get them for the bays. The problem
Is
is
this guy playing 2 balls also, or they just look identical?
could be.
That's not gonna be.
So I actually wanted to run a singles league, scramble league, to where you play 2 balls and you get to pick one.
Okay.
So I thought that would be a really cool idea, but I think for a lot of people, like that's a lot of like a lot of people
Yeah.
going to survive. So
Yeah, and like again, I think most of these guys that are here, as you can tell by the scores, are not doing it to win.
yeah,
You know, there's a couple people that are competitive at the top. You get those top like 5 to 7 really good. The other 27 of them,
Yeah.
they're here to drink beer and watch a Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
Like, and that's great. And it's, you know,
But how cool would it be to have a 9-hole match play, singles, but 2-man scramble?
now I want to play you straight up.
You want to play straight up?
Fuck yeah.
Like you wouldn't be pissed that you hit a bad shot and be like, oh man, I got another one to go.
No,
Look at this shot.
That's not golf.
This is going to get there.
Oh, I kicked a little left.
Wiggle in there.
Oh, what a shot from 185.
He could hole from there though. So if this ends up not being,
He gets another look at it.
he gets another look at it.
and I think it's the same guy.
it is the same, guy.
Right?
Yeah. So another guy playing by himself.
That's
going
amazing.
-6.
How
right now.
bad do you feel when one guy beats you? I mean, if there was anybody in this room that had played with a partner, has to be feeling some kind of way about this, right?
Yeah.
Joey G, if you're watching, you're fired.
But you would instantly get knocked out. It is impossible to win 2v1
Yes.
in a scramble when you're playing 1 ball.
Yes. Yeah, no, if you're playing 2, you got a shot. But playing 1, you're dead.
This dude might have a chance to hold this out though for 2 shots.
And I left Brian to do that. Remember that? I was
Yes.
in Florida. I was
Yep.
watching from Florida.
And he almost did. He played against a really bad team, and he still got beat.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard.
And I was screaming at the
Yeah,
screen.
it's your blood
Screaming at
boiling.
the screen.
Because you know, if you were here, you would have.
I would have talked him out of certain shots, like he's taking a line, and I'm
You
like,
would have went 5-4 and been done.
I would have crushed him.
Yeah.
We would have ate him up. He's chipping?
He did. No, he's putting, but he blasted it. Uh-oh. Now, you just hit that putt. There's no way he goes not go in the circle
No
on the
chance.
second chime, right?
Zero
Like,
chance.
You have to really be bad. And at -6, we know that this is not going to happen. But
And,
he's
and what
gonna-
I'm doing there is the first one I'm just putting in the circle, so I
Yeah.
can be aggressive with the second one.
Correct.
Because then it takes all the pressure off of this one. Now, I mean, it's a little bit of a knee knocker.
He's got to change the club.
5 yards,
There you go.
15 feet. I mean, it's a little, and it's uphill. Like, there's no reason to be outside the circle on the first one.
Don't blast this.
The second one, you blow by 100 feet. You know what I mean?
Yep, 100%.
Just drain it.
Oh, he came short. At least he's in for par.
But see if he does that with the first one.
Now he can be
Now
aggressive
he can
with the
hammer
second
it.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
He
Right.
didn't. He couldn't get a true read. from
Listen
the
to me
blast.
fucking criticizing the -6 guy playing by himself.
Yeah,
What's the matter with you?
crushed it, man.
Play better.
I would love to play around 2 balls to see if we could beat -6. Oh, we still got 18.
Yeah, you keep forgetting the
jeez.
walkway
I
hole,
keep
man.
forgetting this. God damn.
So start taking notes on our challenges. Right? Challenge season is going to come up before you know it.
I know.
And
I
if
know. We're gonna need to get some celebrity players with us, man.
if the other person watching that isn't me or Chris wants to be involved, let us know. We're gonna need some guest spots and
Yes.
have some people come in, play some 4-man scrambles, and
Yep.
try to break 60, try to break 30. We had a lot of fun with that this year.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It got a lot of engagement, a lot of viewers on TikTok from it. So, I watch and check out our pinned posts and everything. that we
Everything's on
posted.
YouTube. Everything's on TikTok.
Yeah, we're gonna start migrating to YouTube a lot more. TikTok's great to get some good traction, but ultimately you want to end up on YouTube.
I'm becoming a TikTok guy, man. I hate to admit it. It's my doom scroll now.
It's a bad place.
It's better than but it's better than Instagram.
Instagram knows me the best though. Like I've been really on a deep death scroll of Hardcore Pawn. You remember that show?
No, it's funny. I just read an article today
They're gonna bring it back.
Pawn Stars.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Pawn Stars was the beginning. They created it, and then Hardcore Pawn was a pawn shop in Detroit.
Yeah.
Which was like so premeditated. It was all acting.
Sure.
But it was entertaining. I loved it.
Turns out the article I read was saying how Pawn Stars was way more scripted than you'd imagine. And
I bet.
that they pitched for like 7 years before they got that show.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they were trying really hard to get that on the air.
Remember Chumley got arrested a couple times.
Yeah, that was the article. Felony, like weapons and possession charges.
Yeah, I think he did tax evasion too. It was like something about not paying taxes.
It's a cash money business.
Let's see if this guy can get close for -7. There's a long shot out of the rough though, man.
Look at this whippersnapper. The bunker. We got over.
Tell you, that's a great first shot.
Flirting with disaster on that.
That is a great first shot.
All right, just do it again. Just better.
All right. So as we wrap up tonight, man, I appreciate everyone that participated in the chat, joined in, shared it, liked it. Love each and every one of y'all. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep going this way. We'll have some more topics to talk about next week. I imagine we'll be World Series bound next week, Yankees and Dodgers.
Somebody will be, not us.
The Jets are prime for off-season.
So who do you root for as a Mets fan?
I have a lot of Yankee friends. I'm going to root for the Yankees.
I will too.
I just
root for the city.
I root for the city. It's not easy to say that, but I hate the Yankees. I am starting to hate the Dodgers a lot more.
Yeah.
They keep spending and spending and spending.
Yeah.
It just becomes a shopping contest, man. It's crazy.
Well, the Mets got the money, so maybe next year we make a move. I heard they were looking at Soto.
Yeah, they'll probably give him $7.
We're going to lose Alonso, so
yeah,
if I take that trade, love you, Big Bear, but
yeah,
I don't think you put up Soto numbers.
So the commish, they're wrapping up. They're -2.
Tony ended up under par. That's a good effort.
It's a good comeback.
Throw the commission love.
Let's see where he's at.
After he beat the shit out of his son's football team. Did he ever get that rectified? Jars it.
Oh my God, he
jars it. Jars it.
So he turned it on. Are you kidding me? Chips it in. Wow. There you go. Do the Euro step. Give it to. Is he wearing a Slim Shady shirt?
He looks like Slim Shady. You know him better than me.
So what did that put them? Did that get them to -2 there?
It either got them to -1 if the thing is behind.
Yeah,
-2.
Right. So they got them to -2 there, going into 17.
Oh, don't fuck it up, boys. Come on. 2 holes.
Maybe it's Pat playing 2 balls.
What the hell is going on tonight?
I don't know.
Is it Rosh Hashanah or something?
I would think the commish is there tonight. He just got a new puppy, so.
Oh, did he not have to hit because of the hole out?
Maybe.
You know,
that
if
could
Patrick
be.
hit first.
That could be, yeah.
Who do you work with? Mike.
I work with Mike, yeah.
Okay. Oh, baby.
Gosh, that's not holing out.
Yeah. Well, he's still, you know what? That's the adrenaline. He's still fired up.
There's the commish.
Yeah, commish don't miss a week. He's got a commish. That's just the commission over there.
There we go. Another one that lost balls and tees.
They're trying to put this place out of business.
Yeah. It's like a black hole behind that screen, man.
One tee
There's
at a time.
things that go
You
beyond.
clean that out every once in a while,
Yeah,
right?
every week.
Yeah. Probably golf balls galore, right?
Yep, golf balls, tees. Every time we get low on tees, we're like, all right, go check behind the screens. And
Yeah.
there's like
I mean, they don't go anywhere. Where could they go? It's a closed room.
Yeah, shit gets missed though, man. It just like disappears into the abyss back there. So
Oh, that light would mess me up, man. No. That light came on just as he was swinging. That would.
What light? Oh no, you don't see that when you're there in TR.
Oh, no?
You only see it on the camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't see it
It's
at all.
like infrared or some shit?
Yep.
Interesting, because that would have fucked me up big time.
So that comes on when it sees movement underneath it, because the
Gotcha.
overhead units will only capture movement underneath
right.
there.
Okay,
so
no, I saw it and it put me off.
Yep.
So that, like,
you can't see it there.
gotcha. Makes
Only
sense.
on camera. It does. It is trippy though. Like right now, you don't see anything, and then it'll pop on when they start swinging a club.
I just realized I thought it was 3 people, me, you, and somebody. It's just that I'm signed on twice.
I'm not on it.
Who's on YouTube? Who are 5 lurkers that ain't saying nothing? Come on, folks, chat it up.
You
got
get some YouTube.
We
chat
got like
time.
11 seconds.
Yeah.
We got to post links and shit. We got to market better.
This is not a good ideal spot to be in right now.
No, that's it. Par would be a bit of a stretch here.
See, that light doesn't come on yet. Now it will. But you never see that in there.
That's
it's so wild,
crazy. It's like a black light. Alley-oop. Look at that.
That would mess so many. There's no way they can market that unit if that light came on.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even like the spotlight, to be honest with you. Some places have, the spotlight.
Yes,
Just
the
pointing right down
circle.
on the ball.
Yeah, yep.
I'm not even a big fan of that. Leave me alone.
What are you? What's he thinking there? Oh,
I was thinking that was a terrible fucking shot.
Sean's still on with us. Good
Hey,
supporter
Sean.
out there.
Because Sean's having withdrawals that he didn't get to play tonight. That's what the thing. I did the same thing, Sean. That's funny. I was in Florida on a Monday. Chris will tell you. I had my laptop open. I had my iPad up. I was chatting.
There's really not much to do at 10 o'clock on a Monday. Like,
No,
the football games probably suck because they
And
tend to
even still, like I'm watching that on the TV. I got something open. My phone or something.
It's a good out by the commissioner, even though that's rough.
Yeah,
but
held
it's still
up.
a good out.
Held up. They could have taken it right, or both of them had the wrong stick for that aim.
These guys are trending to give a couple back here. We got to get within the circle.
These are 2 tough holes for we're on this level of golf. You start getting into that 400 plus par 4, you're pushing it. You know what I
Uphill,
mean?
too.
Because most of us are hitting at 250, 260, so you're still looking at another 100 and 150.
180.
Yeah, so those are not ideal approach shots for me, at least.
So 75 yards is probably uphill a little bit, and you're probably at 10% power loss in this thick rough. So this is going to probably play like 100.
100-yard shot.
Yeah.
There's always the pitching wedge.
Trevor's playing with our buddy Tom. He's the reason we're sucking. Monday Night Football on mute and got you guys on the iPhone. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. The sultry tones of our voices.
It's got to bounce out, man. Not going to get it done. You got to put like 25 extra yards on it, dude.
Yeah. Especially on the upslope too. It's gonna,
Sean, how you liking the first couple of weeks that you were here with the new VG3 update?
Is Sean is this his first season? Or?
No, he's been here
Okay,
since
good.
inception. Him and Trevor have been just day oneers.
Brick guys?
Wall guys.
Wall guys. Oh, geez.
Trevor's got the sickest haircut you ever seen. It never moves.
I love it.
But it's not. It's soft and it never moves. I don't know how he does it.
Is it that powder? You ever see those guys put the powder in their hair and it's like magic dust?
Yeah,
You can
I
do
don't
anything
know.
you want.
It's like he
It just stays.
It's bulletproof.
See if you click that thing on the bottom that says YouTube, could you switch over to the
No, I
TikTok chat?
thought it would, and
that's
it
a bummer.
doesn't. I'm wondering if it makes me sign in. It will let me do it, but because it did ask me to sign in. So
to TikTok?
yeah,
All right, Kamish, come on,
he's got to put some juice in this.
put
man.
it close. He got it good.
Get down. Too much. Get down.
Oh, it was so close to good.
Yeah, the part. See, that's the importance of having a good lead-off spot, because now you put your second person up.
Right.
He knew he came up short.
Give it a little extra.
Whoa.
Hey, we're gonna have to talk to the commissioner about this. That
The green
outburst.
reading is so much better. Yeah, I agree. This is
Yeah.
way better than the color scheme they had to. He's gonna love you mention his hair, but we need to stop inflating his hair's inflated, man.
Sean,
it looks like a balloon under there.
Lucky for us, nobody's seeing this. So say whatever you want.
All right, this is gonna run away, man. This is going downhill.
He's not
So
even changing his aim.
you gotta get it. You either gotta chip it left or.
I like it.
Oh, I like that.
I like it. He did it again. Oh! He went for
That
it.
would have saved par, so they're gonna give one back unless Mike comes through here.
Still a nice shot. Played it well. And they still have the walkway hole.
I think Sean was also here, and he played in Brick for a season because we used to do the $5 closest to the pin after league. You remember that? We did it for 1 week, and we had like 10 people doing it. I won it, and then I gave it all. I wanted someone else to win. I felt bad winning.
I didn't even hit the fucking green.
Mike went over, so they're gonna give one back. They're gonna finish minus one. Still a respectable round.
No, they're not. They get another hole.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the walkway hole, man.
Jesus Christ! Did we
suck.
talk about it enough?
I keep forgetting the stupid hole.
It looks so easy. Like it. Not that it looks easy. It just looks so straightforward.
They're watching that wall. Tom's gonna be pissed. They said he sucks. Oh no! I didn't know they had it on the TVs at wall. Usually, sometimes they'll put it up, but they don't always do it.
Oh, the stream?
That was playoffs. Oh, that's why you guys were here in Brick. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was
playoffs were all at Brick.
Yep,
That's right.
Which we're doing again this year, just because we could fit everybody here.
We got to get the boys to put it on out there too. Maybe some more people will put some eyes on it.
Joe Mo used to do it, but a lot of the guys gave up here, man.
Well, he went to Italy, so he came back a different man. He's on siesta. There you go. That'll do. Still 200 yards out. That's what I mean. It's just
Tony Shore's passing Miller Lights out like Santa Claus. Yeah, they're called full fridge for a reason. They like
that's
to.
right.
They come fully stocked.
He lives up to his name. That's for sure. We talk about the guys that are competitive, and we talk about the guys that come here to have a good time. And Tony is both of them.
Tony has been the center and the nucleus of this league.
Yeah.
Just the camaraderie he brings. The
I
energy.
love Tony.
He loves it, man. I love seeing his energy out there.
I used to hate when Tony would finish his round before me and Brian because he would come over and just sit
Chat
right
it up.
behind us and talk shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? He came out and played in the golf outing for school, and
He supports, man.
He said he brought 3 or 4 different groups in this year.
He brought in 3 different teams this year, and they all play at 8 o'clock break, and they got 5 bays together.
They're out for a good time, man. They're good people.
Yeah, Brick Players is the way to go. Everyone's
I talk a lot of shit about Canadians, but I've never met a bad one.
No, South Park gave them a bad name, man.
And they've got those what are they called? All dressed, all spice, all something, potato chips. Oh, so there was a guy that used to do our IT at Cisco.
Okay.
And he'd have to come in a couple times a year, and whenever we did a big update or some type of something, he would come in, and he came from Toronto.
Yeah.
And he used to bring me bags of Lay's, all dressed, I think they're called. It's salt and vinegar and barbecue. They're fucking amazing.
Really?
Absolutely amazing.
I would never think the two go together.
Hold on, I think they're called all dressed.
Come on, Kamish. You don't want to give one back here. Let's go.
Yep. Here they are.
Are they only sold in Canada?
So they are bringing them back to the U.S. I just read about this like a week ago.
Oh, he let it go. Oh, no. Hit the walkway, dude.
Bang.
Bang. Oh, we got a good view of the walkway.
4.
Yeah, so it's like this oil and vinegar with this like cayenne kind of barbecue-y, smoky flavor.
That looks amazing.
Absolutely blow your tits off.
I'll have to try them.
I've
been trying to blow my tits off for years.
Well, I got just the thing for you. Forget the Ozempics. Just get some all dressed.
You see the wild things that are happening with Ozempic? People that have been taking it because they're just handing them out like
death face,
like Tony Short hands up Miller Lights.
Yeah,
the amount of like gallbladder removals and like stomach issues.
Just wait 20 years. Wait 20 years.
Oh.
It can't be good. I always said there's no magic pill to just lose weight, and then they made one.
They made one, and now like what else are you rotting away?
Your mic's going limp, bro. Speaking of Ozempics, you might need some Viagra for that mic.
How do I tighten this up? Well, next week's problem. Yeah,
I was waiting for that to just land in your lap.
Yeah, it's slowly coming out. No Riz, but yeah. All right, these guys got to get close again, or they're going to give one back to get to even, and I know that would crush them.
That isn't tightenable, is it?
No, I don't think so.
The only thing on here that doesn't have a screw attached to it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What are we hitting, our third?
Hitting our third. We got to get into the circle
giving
to
them
not
both
give it one back.
Come on.
I said, dude, the last 3 holes are tough.
Yeah, it's a tough stretch. It is a tough stretch.
It ate everybody up except the dude playing 2 balls.
That's enough rizzes out of you.
Yeah.
Come on, Kamish. Finish strong. Uphill lie. Ball above your feet. It's going to come out to the right a little bit. You got to go left. Not going to get there.
So they finish even. Still a respectable round. I think anything from down even, anything even or below, you had a great round.
I think we put the mush on them when we switched over.
It's tough if it's playing on the screens at the store and you know you're on stream. It fucks with you. And it's not that we purposely want to kibosh you, but we gotta.
So when we were in Bay 3, I always was peeking out around the corner to the TVs to see if we were on.
Yeah. Because you just don't want to embarrass yourself.
Yeah, I want to know.
So they finished even. They're going to finish in 6th for the night. The leaders are Dominic Sestito and Murph C, 88, -6. Brett and the Bell Martians are -5. Joey G and Sal were trending, and they kind of dropped a couple there at the end, which was the tail of the night. -3, -2. Do we want to see what the worst score was?
I think you should. 35 had the...
35 crushed
35
it.
is the number.
You want to just take a look at this scorecard real quick?
do. Double, 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 double.
Started off with a bogey. Got a par in there. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And then bogey, double, double. Bogey, double, double, double.
That's a
double.
triple. That's a triple. There's
That is
two
a
triples
triples.
there.
Oh, geez. I didn't. There's only 2. They can't. I guess they can't.
Not enough boxes.
Oh, look at that. Double bogey plus.
Yeah, triple.
So double, triple, triple, double.
Oof.
Oh.
Double nines.
A 5-bagger.
Wow.
To finish.
That's 10
10
over.
strikes in 2 holes. Holy shit.
They came into that hole 25 over and thought, man, all right.
We got through it. And then you hit the gauntlet of the course. They were like, no.
10
Hey, you got
over.
your money's worth, man, tonight. A lot of
My
swings.
God.
John.
If I'm 10 over after 9 holes, I'm quitting.
It's so wild to me that, like, you could have 34 teams and only one. There's 3 teams at +1, 2 teams at +2, a couple at +2. Like, it's so spread out.
Yes.
Like, one shot here, one shot there puts you just...
And all the red numbers came in the 8 o'clock. So,
Yep.
Well done, 8 o'clock team.
Tony Short battled back, too, because they were 1 over after 9 and then played better on the back
On the
nine.
harder side.
Yep. And
Yeah.
parred out from 16, 17, 18, which are the 3 hardest holes on that course, I believe. Are there handicaps of the hardest holes? Or no? They don't list that here. All right. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Catch us next week, 8 o'clock. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook.
Thanks for
Twitch.
hanging in with us, Sean. Appreciate it, bud.
Yeah, man. Welcome back next week. Your teammate needs you, so I'll see you guys.
If you put up some numbers, we'll make sure we zoom in on you a little bit. No pressure.
All right. Have a good